Our final guest today, James O'Keefe, head of Project Veritas, and what a great day to have you in studio with us, James, because you had an absolute blockbuster today. Let's play this clip. We got a 30-second clip of the latest Project Veritas Exposé on Facebook. 5A, Mr. Paul.
Deboosting is a method of suppressing distribution. This occurs because prompts such as share this video are disabled. Interactive notifications are also disabled. And the live feed boost is removed.
Where did you see this appear? On whose pages?
I would see it appear on several different conservative pages. Mm-hmm. I first noticed it with an account that I can't remember, but I remember once I started looking at it, I also saw it on Mike Cernovich's page, saw it on Steven Crowder's page, as well as the Daily Caller's page.
It's so powerful, James. You exposed essentially shadow banning, which is what we know Twitter's been doing. You're wearing a super cool upside-down Twitter shirt with an X for the eye. I love that. And the signature Project Veritas leather jacket. We do a lot of wardrobe talk when we're live.
Yes.
But you basically did what we all figured this was happening. This is a nightmare for Facebook. It's all thanks to you.
Well, Alex, this is confirming the suspicions, right?
Yes, it is.
What's interesting about the story is that the whistleblower says that the deboosting, also known as shadow banning for Twitter, the deboosting on live stream videos, you don't know that you're being deboosted. You don't know that your boost is being taken away and you're being downranked. That's what makes this so egregious. If you're being disabled, if your account is suspended, you know that, and you can protest it. And there's actually a system in Facebook to police that. They have adults in the room, and they usually put you back up as long as you didn't do something very egregious. But in this case, it's you don't know that it's happening to you. And that's what this insider says. Nobody knows that it's happening to you. And I've had a lot of people reach out to me in the last 24 hours saying, I'm worried this is happening to me.
Yeah.
So these are only some of the accounts that this insider saw on conservative. She did not see it on any liberal account. So Facebook has some splaining to do.
They certainly do, and this fits a pattern. It fits a pattern of Breitbart was the #1 most influential, according to a Harvard study, the #1 most influential outlet in the 2016 election on Facebook and social media in general. And then, lo and behold, they changed the algorithm up. All of a sudden, CNN is boosted 30%. Breitbart is downgraded 25-30%. The president's personal page downgraded 40-45%. Crickets from the Republican conservative media. Conservative media not interested in touching this subject.
There's a reason why.
Why is that?
Because they derive a lot of their advertising revenue from Facebook. I've had a number of people tell me, I'm not going to mention names, but they've said, well, it's a great story, but we have to be careful.
Yeah.
Because we generate our ad revenue. We don't want to upset the apple cart. We don't want to bite the hand that feeds us. So I have a unique model. I'm a nonprofit. I don't have advertisers.
Sure.
I'm a little unusual. I'm very independent. But a lot of people are afraid because most of these companies, people have to realize, CNN, New York Times, everyone, it's all about their partnership with Facebook.
That's right.
It's all about deriving that revenue.
Well, that's why when they switched that algorithm, certain businesses just folded up shop instantly because it is a pure Facebook play. And I'll tell you, I still, despite the deranking or downgrading or changing of the algorithm, whatever you want to call it, Breitbart gets overwhelming traffic from Facebook. It's a lot less than it would be if they just left the algorithm the way it was. If they hadn't intentionally rigged it in order to promote CNN and devalue Breitbart and the president, et cetera.
Well, they don't. Alex,
but it's still a lot of traffic.
They don't admit they're doing this. I want Facebook to come out and just say, this is what we do. They're still lying. I mean, The Verge had an article yesterday, and it said, according to Facebook, and I had to tweet this guy, say, sometimes whistleblowers are more honest than corporate spokespeople.
Sure.
It's just the cognitive dissonance. They just won't admit what the whistleblower is. And this person lost their job for leaking these documents.
Yes.
Had to go on food stamps. This person paid a price for doing this. And I guess what I want to have happen next is other people inside the big three, Google, Facebook, and Twitter, do the same thing. I hope that people follow her example. We're calling it the Be Brave campaign. If you're on the inside of Google or Facebook or Twitter, to send us a note at projectveritas.com/brave and follow her lead, because we need to expose these people. We cannot be afraid. They're very powerful companies, but we have to do something about it.
James O'Keefe is my guest. Project Veritas is his group. Well, what is the website, James, to make sure people know?
ProjectVeritas.com/brave.
Okay, so that's where you're going. ProjectVeritas.com/brave if you want to keep up with what James is doing. What has been the reaction by the establishment press in this explosive expose?
Well, there's been, the Business Insider had a piece, and it's on Drudge right now, which is pretty cool. The Business Insider had a piece where they say, anti-Facebook activist releases stunt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
What is it?
It's a stunt.
Stunt.
That's it.
First of all, this is the least stunty thing that I have ever done. I interviewed a whistleblower and showed the documents. I mean, that's the paragon of investigative reporting. I don't know, but the anti-Facebook stunt, this is just the way these people spin and try to obfuscate. But Facebook reacted almost instantly. They said that they do, in fact, do this action deboost thing.
Yes.
But then they said, well, it's an innocuous reason if you make a fake API. So I asked Crowder, did you do what they're claiming? He said, absolutely not. Apparently, Crowder is doing some legal actions right now.
Sure, and Crowder isn't exactly the bomb thrower of the right. I mean, he's a comedian. He's pretty moderate as far as conservatives go. I mean, he's across the board conservative. I don't remember the last time Crowder did something super outrageous, and he's not a provocateur, really. No. He's a comedian who's on the right. I mean, is that really the guy that Facebook is going to make an example of?
I think they're making an example of a lot of people for a lot of reasons. I just wish they'd admit it publicly. That's my only request. I did confront the engineers, that Danny Ben David and Seiji Yamamoto, who authored this troll report.
Sure.
They put a troll score on people's accounts. Words like mainstream, MSM, lulz, normie, these sort of, the right has appropriated these words because liberals don't really use MSM.
Right.
And they assign you troll scores. They do all of this without you even knowing, Alex, on Facebook's back-end content review tool. And I just want to bring transparency. People say Facebook's a private company. Well, you know what? I don't agree with that philosophy. I think
I don't either.
It's a public town square.
It is.
And you can't even speak unless you have these platforms.
Yes, right. They are a publisher. They're functioning like a publisher. It's not a private company. It is all manipulated by hand. You prove that. We all knew that was the case. Now we've got the evidence. James, 30 seconds. What do you want to be done about it?
I want people to come out and leak more and wear hidden cameras and expose these organizations. ProjectVeritas.com/brave. If you see something, film something, contact me there.